Sal, tell us how you became a Christian.
Well, I became a Christian with a book called Basic Christianity from John Stott. I was 13 years old. My parents had separated, was terribly depressed, and an uncle would come and invite me to play ball, to do for a chess game, and then after that to a Bible study. But one day they started to speak about resurrection, and I didn't like it. I thought these Christians are spooky. You see, they not only pray, they also believe in these things. And I went away. And my uncle and another friend came to me and said, "We'll give you this book, please read it." I read it several times, and I decided to really read from my heart the prayer in the back of the book. And I came to Christ. I came to Christ by Him making Himself a reality in my life. And since then, I think it was the second day I was a Christian, I had the vision of helping the poor.
One of the things I was taught when I was very young is that when God calls you, He provides for what you need. How have you seen that in your ministry?
It's very evident the way in which He provides at given moments. But there are other moments when God remains silent, and He wouldn't say where the resources are going to come from, and expects for you to keep walking in faith. And there are moments in which you just don't know what is going to happen. I even thought that God had a very funny sense of humor. You say, what am I doing here? See? But God had a plan. And the plan started by transforming me into a real believer. You see, confident that God was walking alongside me.
What have you noticed about the British church that you think is positive? And what are some of the dangers of the British church that you think we ought to be aware of?
I like the British church in its desire to do something. But also, I think that somehow they're part of what has happened all over the world. We have confused Christianity with churchianity. And we basically get together on Sundays for a few hours, and we preach or we teach, and then we go home, and that's it. We've done our part. We have done church. But that is not Christianity. It really has to do with going to people and getting involved with them, with the Word of God, with the preaching of the kingdom, and with the service of Christians.